So today after brunch, my cousin Tuy is going to take me to the VINCOM Center, which is like a big baller mall you may have seen in one of my previous videos that I attempted to go to during Gupta, and it was closed. So it's definitely going to be open, and I'm going to go there to walk around and work. So here is the a vitamin pack, or I don't know, a Z pack that they sell over the counter here in the pharmacy when you're just generically sick. So I'm a little under the weather still. I'm recovering, I'm getting better, but I have to take these like 4 times, or for 4 days or whatever. I've already gone through half of it. But before I could go to the VINCOM Center, I promised my other aunt on my mom's side of the family, Nguyen, that I would stop by her house to have brunch beforehand. We finally made it to my favorite mall in Saigon, VINCOM Center. The last time I tried to go here, it was Lunar New Year and it was closed, so I was forced to walk across the street to Parkson. If you count the food court at the very bottom of the mall, this place boasts an impressive 7 levels of shopping bonanza for tourists and locals alike. One interesting thing I noted while walking around this mall was that it had an unusually high amount of jewelry and watch retailers. For some strange reason, it also had an unusually high amount of mattress and bed stores. Of course, it had everything else in between, including American branded clothing stores and even an authorized Apple retailer. Authorized. Sure. So my cousin Tuy and I decided to park ourselves at Bud's Ice Cream of San Francisco, even though we were in Saigon. I needed a place to relax and to work for a few hours. The seats were incredibly spacious and comfortable and even came with its own pillow. For a baller mall, the prices were even reasonable. So I worked a little bit and my cousin eventually left. A couple hours later, my good friend Phuong stopped by to say hi. I hadn't seen her in a couple years, and she was one of my first friends I met in Vietnam. She was on break from work, so we caught up over some ice cream. After a while, we decided to stretch and walk around for a little bit. I particularly wanted to go downstairs to the food court, my favorite area in the mall with abundance of seating and eatery. Damn, this place even has a Carl's Jr. When Phuong had to return back to work, I forgot that it was my cousin Tan's birthday, so I had to take him out for dinner, of course, to one of my favorite places. I mistakenly challenged my little nephew Subin to an eating contest. A grave mistake considering I'm the world's slowest eater, but what the heck. Naturally, I was the last one to finish at any dinner table I choose to eat with. After dinner, I tagged along with the birthday boy to the temple to deliver some prayers for good luck and good health. After the temple and getting home, I still found out I had work to do, of course. And if this day already wasn't very full, I've got another thing coming.
So there's an unexpected new resident here in this apartment. There's a dog downstairs that just came yesterday, I guess, and I don't think it's being taken care of. If you get my drift, it's been like kind of sobbing and following me around when I leave and come back. So it's about 11 o'clock at night and I'm going to go buy like a banh mi sandwich and maybe give it some of the meat, and maybe it's still down there. If the residents below are home, it will be awkward. Maybe I'll just pretend like I'm ignoring the dog, but we'll see. Oh. Just a bowl of rice.
It's not a usual thing I do, but I felt compelled to go out and buy some banh mi for the dog.
Well, I got 2 banh mi sandwiches, and I'm gonna sacrifice a good chunk of meat from one of them for the dog here. Well, that was slightly heartbreaking. I gave it some of my meat and some water, and you can actually hear the dog whimpering for me. Somewhere down there. But I can only do so much, and it's not my dog, so it sounds a little harsh, but the owners hopefully will take better care of it.